Hey, what's going on, guys? Destructinator here, and today what I have for you guys is another Black Ops 3 video. This time it's a really unique, pretty awesome gameplay. I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this one. It is a 201 kill double nuclear on HAVOC. Of course, using the beautiful Razorback, which is so good in hardcore, along with the new etching camo. Looks pretty nice, so really cool gameplay in the background. You don't really see too many gameplays on HAVOC. In my opinion, it's kind of a bad map. You know, it reminds me a lot of I can't remember the name of the map, but there's a map in Ghost that it reminds me a lot of, and that's exactly what it's like, and I hated that map. But if you guys remember, I basically said a while ago that I wanted to try doing some different maps for you guys and not have to do the same thing over and over, so you guys get to see something a little bit different. So we decided to play HAVOC one time, and it actually ended up being really good for spawn trapping. On top of that, we got a double nuclear and a 200 plus, pretty close to the triple nuclear as well, which is just insane. So getting a 200 plus on HAVOC, if that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Be sure to drop one. But today, guys, we are gonna be talking about a fun little commentary topic, and basically it's about my 2-week gambling addiction to CSGO. So I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with the game Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's basically the newest version of Counter-Strike, and it's a really fun PC game. I like it a lot. I'm Gold Nova 4, so I know not that great, but not bad either. So it's something I've started playing quite a bit for the past couple months in my spare time with some friends, because it is a fun game and it's sort of along the same lines as Call of Duty, but a little bit different, a little bit of a switch up, you know, still first-person shooter, but not quite the same. And the nice thing about CSGO is that it has a huge esports compared to Call of Duty. You know, there's tons of matches, tons of teams going on. This past weekend, actually, there was just another major where all the big teams played. So even while you're not playing the game, you can sort of be watching some awesome gameplay from it and things like that without having to worry about it, and it's really fun to watch because you're playing the same game mode that you're watching, which is a big problem with COD competitive, but I'll get to that later. So given that there are so many of these matches, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with skins, if you aren't, a quick way is that you can basically pay money for camos and variants of guns in the game, and it's sort of like supply drops. You can open up a case and with a key and get something out of it and things like that, and you can get skins for different weapons. Now the skins have actual value, like you can pay money for them. There's a sort of marketplace for it. You can buy it off things like that. And of course, given that there's basically an in-game currency of skins and competitive matches, there is a lot of betting. So I started off betting some of the skins that I would buy. I bought a bunch of skins and I started betting them on some of these competitive matches, which was not a good idea. So I bet and I won some and I lost some, and I started betting bigger and bigger to make up for the losses, and I started losing those, so it kind of did not end well. I ended up being out quite a big chunk of money in terms of the stuff I had bought and the skins and things like that, with not too much to show back for it. And finally, I got sick and tired of the sort of betting because it wasn't really making sense. You know, really good teams would lose to stupid teams, people would throw, it'd be crazy stuff like that, so it just wasn't worth it. But I did want to figure out some way to get my money back, because, you know, it was sort of like I felt bad about having lost so much money, and I was like, maybe there's some way I can get it back, and I had come across this thing called CSGO Double. Now, CSGO Double is essentially an online roulette site. It sort of goes through the numbers, and it can land on black, red, or green, and you can put down a certain number of points on whatever color you think it's going to hit next, and if you get it, you double it, and if you don't, you lose that point. But the way to get points originally is by depositing skins, and so you're basically paying money to get these points and playing with real cash effectively. I thought it would be a good way to make back some money because it was sort of completely luck based, and I thought I had a strategy for it, so I started playing CSGO Double a lot. And it started off really well. I actually, from my sort of initial amount that I put in, again, I went up to $2,000 worth of CSGO items. I had completely covered my expenses. I had done what I needed to do, which was get back all the money I lost from betting, but I got greedy. I was so addicted to it because it was so easy, and I thought I gamed the system that I just kept betting over and over, and eventually it just went downhill from there, and I lost everything, went back straight down to zero. So that is the quick story about my 2-week CSGO gambling addiction. I mean, it was really real, you know. Good thing I've dropped it. I haven't done anything since, and I've been tempted a little bit, but I think I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm probably not responsible enough yet to put money into things I don't understand. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like. Let's even get it 150. If you got this far in the video, make sure to comment down below irresponsible gambler, and let me know if you have any sort of funny gambling stories like that of your own. My name is Destructinator, and I'll see you guys later.